everybody, today I'm going to do a video on 3 excellent Bleue perfumes. And when I say Bleue, if you're not familiar, I'm referring to the category of perfumes that are also known as shower gel. You could almost say they are aquatic, but that's not always the case. There's a lot of Bleue perfumes that don't contain an aquatic note in them. A lot of times they're just full of herbs and spices and wood, as is the case, I think, with at least 2 of these. So basically the effect you're getting is you will smell like you're stepping out of the shower and your skin is clean, and I don't think there's anything sexier than smelling like clean, freshly showered skin with the faintest aroma still lingering on you of the shower gel or the soap that you used. So I really do like this genre, but my problem is a lot of times with Bleue perfumes, they are too serious. They have zero charisma or personality. They're just too, cold, serious, and harsh almost. I find that to be the case with like Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel for the most part. I just don't click with that one because there's something about it that it doesn't have an addictive quality for me, and it's just a little bit too serious. These, on the other hand, are very fun to wear and they smell great. I think everybody would enjoy them on you. I know the people in my life like it when I wear these perfumes. So yeah, they're different in that way, and I have trialed through a lot of different Bleue perfumes, and these are the ones that really stand out to me. So from left to right, we have L'Eau Bleue d'Issey right here. In the middle is John Varvatos Artisan Blu, and then over here is Calvin Klein Eternity Aqua. Okay, so starting back with the first one, L'Eau Bleue d'Issey. This is a very special perfume to me. I've always been on the hunt for something that is like this, and that is a clean shower gel fragrance that is very like mentholated and herbaceous, and I find that to be true with L'Eau Bleue d'Issey. It's such a, I don't think I can say hidden gem because people do talk about it oftentimes on these perfume forums. Not super frequently, but it does pop up now and then. But I think it's such an underrated Bleue perfume. Yeah, it just has this very addictive, it might be the rosemary and juniper in it, like mentholated herbal quality. It's almost like the tiger balm effect, or salon, I think it's called salon pass patches that you put on your body, and then the menthol and camphor, and it activates and gives you a cooling and warm sensation. I kind of feel like this is like the perfume form of that, and I love it. It's very, very sexy, I think. Well, all 3 of these are very, very sexy, but this really hits the nail on the head for me, and I think on a guy, this is very attractive to smell like this. You will smell like you just took a shower. But yeah, the profile is, I would say, very green, woody, because there's also cypress in here as well, and there's cedar. Very green, woody. I'm thinking of the color dark green, maybe gray, and brown for L'Eau Bleue d'Issey. So there's that one. This one here, John Varvatos Artisan Blu. This one has the slightest tinge of a kind of traditional Italian eau de cologne profile. Maybe I think it has lavender in it, and that might be what's doing it. Let me take a look real quick here. I have the Fragrantica page pulled up. Yes, so it does have lavender. It has basil, geranium, orange blossom. So anyways, and a clary sage and a bunch of other ones. But I do get, if you've ever tried Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Essenziale Colonia. I'm kind of getting a bit of that, or anything from Aqua de Parma. It sort of smells related to those ones, but maybe a bit more contemporary and appealing to younger nose. But this is another one that doesn't have any aquatic or blue note in it, but it is giving very strong shower gel vibes to it. Yeah, I think I'm getting primarily the basil, and I think I'm getting the basil and the powdery lavender. It also has a chayote note, which is like a I believe it's like a green. I mean, the icon on Fragrantica is a green vegetable, and I've actually cooked with it before. I've never known that it has a smell, but I guess it does. So I can't say that I can pick that up in this perfume, but it's another kind of herbal shower gel type smell. I'm not getting anything very floral, to be honest. Performance-wise, people online really complain about this not lasting very long at all. I get a pretty decent performance out of it. I get, I think, a solid 5 hours of wear. I don't think it's projecting extremely strong when I have it, when I can detect it on myself. But when it comes to shower gel perfumes, that is part of the charm, is that you kind of have to come in close, and it smells like it's your skin almost, like it's the illusion of clean skin. And so it's kind of like par for the course. I don't mind if it projects very nicely, but if it doesn't project very strongly, I don't really consider that a downside with Bleue perfumes, because if it does, it's sort of taking away from the fantasy of what it represents, in my opinion. So yeah, so I get, like, I don't know, a solid 5 hours out of this one. And for this one, I get, it's kind of the opposite situation. People online say this lasts a long time. For me, I find that it's kind of on the weaker side for me, and I maybe get like 3 hours of good detection on myself, and then after that kind of falls off the cliff. I'm gonna have to experiment more with doing a lot of sprays of this and see if that makes a difference. But yeah, so there's that. And then lastly is Eternity Aqua, and this one I think is probably the most modernized of the three. Modern in like an late 90s, early 2000s sensibility. And I think that is on account of, well, on account of the fact that it's Calvin Klein, and the brand, in my opinion, has sort of like a vibe that they go for, which is like freshies of the, you know, early 2000s, late 90s. And I find that to be true here, but I think it's also on account of the cucumber note. There's a prominent cucumber note. There's lotus, green notes in this perfume, and I think the combination of the cucumber and lotus, which are very snappy, watery, crunchy, bright, dripping with water type notes that were common for like 90s freshies. And I'm thinking of, like, for example, L'eau de pour Homme, that has a lotus note. And I do remember cucumber was really popular in the early 2000s when I was little. But yeah, this I think is, it smells pretty like modern. I think it might be the most conventionally unisex, maybe on account of the cucumber and the lotus for that. Yeah, it's really, really, really fresh, and very, like, a very light, veil of a profile. Not saying at all that it's weak, because actually I think this is the strongest one of the three, and a few times I've sprayed it on one of my like t-shirts or something, and then I come back days later when I'm doing my laundry or something, and I can still smell it very strongly on that t-shirt or pair of pants or, you know, whatever it is. So it's a strong performer in my experience. But it has such a pleasing, light, energetic kind of profile, this one here. So when it comes to the notes, I'm not really getting anything else in particular. There's like plum, lavender, Sichuan pepper, patchouli, sandalwood. I can't say that I'm getting any of those. It's just a very just peaceful yet energetic, breezy and clean sort of blue aroma in that one. I hope I've explained that understandably. So just to recap, this one here is probably the most serious of the three, and it is, I think, the most outright green and herbal of the three. But it feels cozy and it feels accessible. It doesn't feel like it's trying really hard to be aloof or serious or stern. So that is Le Bleu d'Essai. This one, once again, is probably the most traditional of the three, in that it smells, there's like DNA of a Italian men's kind of citrusy and herbal cologne in it. Yet it does still also feel like modern, and it doesn't feel stuffy at all. But there is some of that retro Italian influence in here. It smells very nice and clean. And then lastly, here is probably the most unisex of the three, the strongest of the three, and I think the brightest of the three. This is the most dark, and then this one is, I wouldn't say this is dark, but it's not as bright as this one in my opinion. So yeah, those are three really nice blue perfumes. I really do hope that you give them a shot next time you see them in a store, because I think that you will also think that they're beautiful. And if you have any recommendations for blue perfumes, I'd love to know. Or if you've tried these, I'd like to know your thoughts on them as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and have a great day. Bye.